welcome to Hawes Plaza on the campus of New Canaan High School, as this is the HAN Network's FCIAC Tailgate. I'm Frank Granito, and I'm joined by Kate Czaplinski. Kate, we're getting ready for coverage of Ridgefield and New Canaan tonight. But before we get to that, we've got a lot of good stuff going on today and a very busy show.
Very exciting. We actually have two U.S. Olympians joining us, Charlie Cole and Andrew Campbell. They're going to be honored before the game tonight, but we have them first to talk a little bit about what that experience was like, and we're so excited about it.
We'll have some video footage of them down in Rio. That'll be awesome to watch. Let's not forget, this is only one of our two broadcasts this weekend. We get Father Marinelli tonight. We get Johnny Marinelli, the son, tomorrow. It'll be a really special day for the HAN Network, too, when we're in Greenwich, as we're going to partner up with Make-A-Wish. Why don't you tell us more about that, Kate?
Well, Make-A-Wish Connecticut has connected us with Ben. He's a future Wish kid, and he's going to be joining us in Greenwich tomorrow. He loves football. He's going to help us a little bit, interview some of the athletes. He's going to join you guys at halftime. So we're super pumped about it.
It should be a lot of fun. I do have to put you on the spot for a moment,
Okay.
Kate. You had your pick last week. You looked really good for the first half of that game, and then Ridgefield came back. You're sitting at 0-1 now.
Okay, that was Kate's uneducated guess, obviously, but I did go with Trumbull, and it looked for a while like I was the only on-air person that was going to be accurate in that, and then things totally changed. I think it changed because I left at halftime, so I was like the good luck charm, I think.
It might have been where the tide turned for the Tigers. And speaking of the Tigers comeback, let's bring in Tim Murphy now from the Ridgefield Press. Tim, you missed out on the game last week, but you got to see the second half online. How did the Tigers get to 1-0?
I think they thought the game started in the third quarter last week. And, they have a lot of firepower, and Coach Callahan just said to me, it's just a matter of time, he felt. And, they made some minor adjustments at halftime and started getting that passing game going.
It looked like the defense was out of sync in that first half. New Canaan's offense suffered from that same spell the whole day. Who would you give the advantage to today as those two match up?
I think it might be a toss-up. We've got a strong New Canaan defense, a really powerful Ridgefield offense. That's going to be such a key to the game, which team gets the advantage there.
We'll be joined shortly by Coach Marinelli and Ryan O'Connell. Ryan had a huge week for the Rams last week, scoring 2 touchdowns. How will the Tigers be able to contain him defensively?
Well, they're going to have to do better a little against the running game. And Trumbull helped Ridgefield get back in it by running the nonstop offense in the second half, and didn't run the ball as much. But Ridgefield does have all new defensive linemen, so that's the key. Can they stop the run tonight?
It really was a tale of two halves, but both teams come in now 1-0. New Canaan able to beat out Trinity 20-6. Another exciting thing we've got coming up at the HAN Network, we just launched the poll yesterday. We're going to have a fan vote to determine what game we cover on September 30th. That vote is available right now at HAN.network. The game's options sit as Wilton at Ludlow. You've got Stanford at, McMahon, and our final game will be St. Joe's at Danbury. We were talking how Ludlow-Wilton seems to be in the lead right now. Is there one that stands out to you, Tim?
I think that'll be a good game. Ludlow-Wilton. Two teams sort of haven't been on near the top, but rebounding. Wilton has better numbers this year and won their opener, so I think that could be an interesting game.
And it was a really great opener for Wilton. They were honoring Coach Fujitani, renaming the field after him. They come back and beat Ward in overtime, so very exciting. A lot to get to, Tim. You'll be joined later by Coach Callahan and Colin Lowe, the Tigers. We'll have full preview of the game and, of course, picks to come later on. But let's step aside here on FCIAC Tailgate. When we get back, I'll be joined by Coach Lou Marinelli and Ryan O'Connell of the New Canaan Rams right here on the HAN Network.